Hi guys. The election in the Philippines is basically finished, and I think it's pretty clear who the winners are. So I just wanted to share some thoughts about it. Politics, as you all know, is a game of strategy, and you really have to use everything you can legally use to win over votes. That's the main purpose of campaigning, right? Now, with the rise of social media, it basically changed the way people consume information. Be it facts or made up stories, you will see all this information through social media. So it's important to know how to present these informations to the ones consuming them. Things like, will we be able to understand and believe the contents, or at the very least get more attention from us compared to other sources of the same information? For younger or even those not so young voters that are not really following what's happening in Philippine politics, of course, the sources of information these people will have would be from first the people they talk to, or from something they do regularly, like watching the news on TV and going on their social media platforms. And it's funny that for a country that is supposed to be poor, majority of the people there now are usually glued to their devices in one way or another. Be it their laptops, smartphones, or tablets. Some of them even rent computers at cyber cafes to go online just to get their daily dose of social media. So, like I said, for these people, either too young to really know the candidates, or people who just don't know or care about politics, whoever gives them the information in a way they can understand and appreciate more. Sometimes in a way that entertains them in the way they want to be entertained, or just simply information that is more convincing, though it's not necessarily real sometimes, because the way it was presented to them made it feel real to them. Another important thing will be the people presenting those information. Are they likable? Are they convincing? Or can we at least relate to what they're saying or presenting? So why did VP Leni lose? She basically had the backing of majority of the mainstream media networks in the country. Majority, if not all of those networks' artists are also with VP Leni. Even global media networks seem to be on her side based on how they were all reporting their news about the candidates. So again, why did she still lose? Now, I've been living in Singapore for the past 17 years, and I've visited the Philippines, I think, 3 or 4 times only since I left. So the primary way I get news would be from online news networks and sometimes through social media. So when the final list of candidates was out, I tried to get to know the candidates as much as I can. So I read and watched through news articles and videos, the interviews, the debates, and checked out all their social media presence. And after doing so, for me, the simplest answer to why VP Leni lost the election, at least from the social media side of things, is that her social media campaign was not presented correctly in terms of what social media users use their social media for. Now, I'm not saying that VP Leni or worse, Senator Kiko do those booty or parody dance on TikTok or whatever. But their social media style is so political. Everything done with VP Leni's social media presence seemed either too good to be true or just plain old political propaganda. If you go to her YouTube channel, almost all her videos are purely political in nature. And the videos that I thought would at least be non political, like her podcast, I think she had two, if I remember correctly. And the live chat of VP Leni's and Senator Kika's daughters still seem so political. And sorry about this, but I'm not bashing or anything. And again, sorry, but for me, their daughters were not likable and not entertaining because the whole chat was like one big political campaign to make their parents look good. I mean, if I clicked on someone's video, it most likely would be because I want to know more about that someone and not somebody else. It's like watching a Kobe Bryant interview where majority of the questions are about Michael Jordan. It won't feel right. Though I think their daughters are good, of course. But that's how I saw them in that specific video. I'm also not saying VP Leni and Senator Kiko are not good people. I mean, they most probably are. But the way they were presented were a bit off, for me at least. There was even this picture of Senator Kiko planting in the field. That one, instead of helping him look good, to me it made me feel like they were all doing this for the camera. I mean, people may think that it's so cringy and so fake, even though it may be real. So instead of convincing me, it even had an adverse effect. While for President-elect BBM's social media presence, in YouTube alone, they have a lot of videos that has totally nothing to do with politics. They made it so light, even funny in a lot of cases. The boys of President-elect BBM were also a big help, I think, because they were likable, they were funny. Sandro seemed so smart. Simon seemed like the cool chick boy type one, while William is the sweet kid next door. I mean, yeah, they acted like the rich kids that they are, but still in a way that they were still relatable. I have one good example. I have a friend who is basically for VP Leni, and she even voted for her during the last VP race. But when I asked her if she knows the name of any of the daughters of VP Leni, she had to Google it. And then when we talked about President-elect BBM, she said she hated him without giving an actual reason. Basically, she just hated him just because. That's it. Just because. But the funny thing is, she said she liked Sandro so much because Sandro seemed so smart. When she saw him in one of their family vlogs after President-elect BBM lost the VP race last time. So after that, she kept on watching their vlogs because of the boys. And just because of that, she started watching all of the videos of President-elect BBM. And in the end, she voted for him this presidential election. So from that experience alone, you could already see that these social media contents have an effect on one's view on people. And if you are a candidate, you have to make sure that the contents you put out would be something more digestible by majority of the target voters, not just the ones that are already on your side, but most importantly, the ones that you need to convert to your side. While at the same time, put just a bit of politics, and I mean just a bit, so that people who are not on your side will feel like they are seeing the real you and not just a political propaganda. For me, I think if that was how VP Leni's social media campaign was done, then she could have had a better chance of winning this election also. So, in a way, those people saying that the election was won by TikTok and Facebook for President elect BBM, they have a point. But still, you can't hate the player for playing the game as long as it was played within the rules of the game, right? Anyway, this is my experience and my opinion from what I saw and from what happened. So let's not blame anyone. Let's not complain without any solid proof, or worse, incite violence, because seriously, that's the last thing the country needs right now if you really want to help the country get back up on its feet again. Remember, there is always a next time. Just be vigilant. Anyway, guys, this is just my thoughts. Please feel free to discuss or argue if you want, but in a civilized way, okay? On the comment section. On what your thoughts are regarding the election. And also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Anyway, till next time, guys. Bye.